Welcome to the Inside Track on Real Estate. Today, I have a real special show. I've got a couple lovely ladies here, Macy and Michelle. Michelle closest to me, Macy over. If you're watching this on video, or if you're listening on the radio show, then you missed the sight part, right? So if you want to see us, you'll have to go on to dekkerteam.com and pull up the video. At any rate, what we're going to talk about today is actually a career in real estate. Getting started in real estate, what it's like, what the process is like. So if any of our listeners are thinking of, hey, maybe I'd like to get into real estate, and a lot of people get into real estate after they've purchased a home or sold a home, and they go, oh, maybe I could do it better than they did it, or that was easy, so maybe I'll try that as a career. So we're going to talk about that. First of all, how long have you two ladies been in real estate?
Oh, 4 months.
4 months, okay.
I'm coming up to almost a year.
Almost a year.
Mm-hmm.
So that's exciting.
Mm-hmm.
So for our listeners, they're getting a fresh perspective, because I've been 21 years, so I don't even remember what it was like to get my real estate license, because it was so long ago, right? Yeah, when I went, you actually had to go to school, and they checked your attendance, and if you weren't there 80% of the class, you failed, even if you passed your exam. Now there's no attendance required. It's good to go once in a while so that you can get the information from the teacher, but there's no requirement for time in class, which makes it easier for people who have another career and want to get their real estate license and transition into this type of career. So, Michelle, I know you just looked up the cost, because the cost just went up to get your real estate license, right? So it's 3 courses.
It is 3 courses.
Mm-hmm. What's the course 1 like?
Course 1 is really about the law and getting into the law. It's very interesting. It really sets the stage for what you're going to need to know. Okay,
and it's pretty general as far as knowing how to calculate the square area of a building, and so you need some basic math skills.
Basic math skills. You'll look at mortgages too.
Okay.
As well.
All right, and that course is about $500.
That course is $500, yes it is.
There you go, okay. And then Macy, course 2, I think they call it land structures now, or something like that.
Land structures.
Yeah, and that's $520, I believe, for the course. And that course is, if you went to school for it, it's about 2 weeks long if you went all the time in the class. Mm-hmm. And what kind of stuff do you cover in there?
In the second course, you actually learn a lot of really interesting things. You learn about the structures of the homes, different types of homes, different types of styles of homes.
Okay, so they're actually how they're made.
Exactly.
Trusses compared to rafters and post and beam and balloon framing and all those different technologies that they use for building. You learn about those.
You also learn about
That's okay.
You learn about the HVAC systems and all that kind of stuff as well.
So the systems in the house, the heating system, plumbing, electrical, that kind of thing.
That's right.
Not heavy duty, so you can go do your own, but the basics, so you know what you're looking at when you're showing a house.
Exactly.
Okay, awesome. And then the third course is broken into 2 separate courses, right? Mm-hmm. The first part is contracts.
Yes.
It's $400. It's about a week long if you went to the class. And now you've written some offers. What they teach you in the class, is it exactly what you do in real life?
Not at all.
No. Okay, not at all. Well, that's good to know. Now, if our governing body, RICO, is listening to this, we don't really want them to hear this.
Oh.
but it's true that there's different styles that occur, still within the letter of the law, but there's slightly different process as you get out there and you're dealing with, especially you're dealing with other agents that have maybe been in the business for 20 years and they do things a little bit differently than the person that just come out. Because the people that come out just want to do things to the letter of the law kind of thing.
Exactly.
And we write things more general, like our clauses, for instance. In the course, they're going to teach you to put in a finance clause that will have a certain amount of money at a certain interest rate with a certain payment, and you got to calculate all that out. And what we've learned in practicality, you use that clause if you're negotiating the price, every time the price changes, you have to recalculate all those
Yes.
mortgage amounts,
Yes.
the payment amount,
Yeah.
and all of that. And so we just use a general clause that says conditional on the buyer obtaining satisfactory financing to themselves. And then we never have to rewrite that one as we negotiate price, right? So it's things like that we've done, still protecting our clients, but allowing a much simpler understanding of the actual contract. Yeah, so that's neat. And then for your last course, it's actually 3 courses, but the last course is broken into 2. They're 400 each. And the last part, you can choose either a commercial real estate kind of bent of that class, or you choose the residential avenue. And the interesting is, no matter which one you take, within the next 2 years, you got to take the other side of that equation
Yes,
anyways.
yes.
So you get your real estate license. I think the fastest I've seen anybody do it is in about the 3.5 months range, because once you register, you've got to do your class or learn the information, write your exam, then you got to wait. How long does it take to get your marks typically?
4 days.
Oh, 4 days now. Okay, that's pretty quick.
And if you do it on the iPad, you get it right away.
Yeah.
If you do your exam on your iPad, so
Yeah.
you can bring in your iPad?
No, now they offer an iPad at
Oh,
Laureate.
really?
Yeah.
Wow, life has changed. When I wrote my exam, it was all handwritten words and questions and sentences and paragraphs. How's the exam now?
Well, in 2016, it's on the iPad.
I did mine on paper. No.
And do you have to put any words in?
No,
No?
it's multiple choice.
It's multiple guess?
Yeah,
Yeah.
multiple choice, and you pick your answer, and you know right away.
Okay. Well, right away after you finish
Yeah,
the whole
right
thing.
when you're done the exam, you know whether you've passed or you.
Okay, and what's a pass?
I believe it's 75.
Yeah.
Yeah, 75%. Wow, when I was in high school, pass was 50%, right?
Yes.
In real estate, we get a little more serious. We want a minimum of 75%, right? Okay, good. And so if you get your marks right away, if you do it on an iPad, you can register for the next course right away. So you can actually shorten it. You probably do it in less than 3 months. And then you write all your exams. Is there only one exam for the second one, or are there 2 exams?
One exam
or for the last
second
one? Sorry,
One.
One? So it's 3 exams you have to do.
Yes.
Yeah, okay, so 3 exams. And once you get so let me add up quickly. It was 400, 400, 500, 520. That's $1,820.
That's right.
$1,820 to get your education portion done. Yeah, Macy's going, yep. That's about half the price of getting into real estate, right?
Right.
And then once you get your courses done, then you apply to RECO, Real Estate Council of Ontario, and you have to fill out some questions around, that you're not a criminal and different things. And if you are or have been, you have to explain what happened and what's going on. Because they do, you also have to do a police check, right?
Yes.
What's it cost to get a police check done now?
$85.
$85? Wow, okay. And they certify that you're not one of those criminals that we talked about, or they put their history down. And then they're also going to do more checks, because you got to, if you've been bankrupt, you have to attach your bankruptcy and your discharge and all that sort of stuff. Because they want people that have good financial backing and understanding to be guiding people through one of the largest purchases of their life, right?
That's correct.
Okay. And the RECO fee is $350, I believe, right?
The insurance fee is $350, yeah.
Is it $400 now, I think?
Yeah, it went up.
The last one? Yeah, it just went up to
12
$400.
or something like that.
Okay, so when you register, you're going to pay $350. That's for a 2-year cycle with RECO, a 2-year license. And you have to do 2 more courses prior to getting relicensed within the 2 years. Or is it 3 more courses?
3 more courses.
3 more courses. 3 more courses. And one of them is property law. The other one is, what's the other,
The
whether
commercial or
they're
real
commercial or the residential, depending on which one you didn't do. And then you have an elective. And the elective can be property management, mortgage finance, mortgage appraisal, that kind of thing, right? So really good courses. As a matter of fact, I think the law course should be before you're allowed to trade in real estate, because it gives you a lot of contract law in that class. And have you taken it yet?
No.
No, neither one of you have. So that's one of the reasons you work with the brokerage, and the broker checks your offers, checks the information, makes sure that everything's good and legal, right? Okay. So we're talking fees now. So we've got $400 in insurance, $350 for RICO. So we're at $750, and then you have to join a couple associations, right? Which associations do you join?
The Ottawa Real Estate Board, the Canadian Real Estate Association, and it was about $850.
Yeah, so the Ontario Real Estate Association, the Canadian Real Estate Association, and the Ottawa Board, which we call OREB, Ottawa Real Estate Board. And it's about $800. The reason it's so expensive is there's an initiation fee of $200 for each one of the associations. So that's $600 of it. Then your RIA and your CHRI are paid quarterly, so that's for a 3-month period. And your Ottawa board due is for monthly. So you have monthly fees as well, even if you don't sell anything. It's not cheap to be in real estate, is it?
No, most certainly not.
It's not for the faint of heart. So you have ongoing fees as well to the brokerage and to the boards and the associations. So that's kind of cool. So if somebody's sitting there going, well, why would I want to spend $1,800 plus another close to $1,800? It's probably about $3,600 before I even can start the trade in real estate, right? Still relatively inexpensive compared to going to university or college for, to get a license to do something. What did you do before, and why would you want to do something different?
Well, before I was a palliative care nurse in Ottawa, and I decided that it was time for a change, that I wanted to take control and be in charge of my own life and my own schedule.
Okay, so real estate allows you to control your own schedule?
Mostly allows me to control my own schedule.
Okay, and yeah, all right. And Macy, what about you?
I was a hairstylist before, and then I had children, so I was home for the last 8 years. I've always had an interest in real estate. When I originally wanted to do real estate, I was, in my own mind, too young.
Okay.
And then after having my kids, I had time off, and I had the opportunity to go back and decide what I really wanted to do. And so this is what I did.
And this is it.
You're stuck with me now.
All right. All right, awesome. Well, if you're just joining us on the Inside Track on Real Estate, I'm interviewing Macy and Michelle, who are recent graduates of the real estate course through the Ontario Real Estate Association. I think they call it a RIA College or something like that. And they been in real estate for about 5 months and just over a year. And so we thought, if you have interest in becoming a real estate agent, what a better thing to listen to than these lovely ladies and what they have to say. And so that's what we're doing on the Inside Track on Real Estate. So we just talked about the costs and where you came from before. So what are you loving about real estate, Macy?
I love that in this career, there's not a day that goes by that I don't learn something new. Like every day I'm challenged to learn something new.
Okay, that's awesome. And I would say 21 years in the business, I still learn things about real estate. Maybe not every day now, but I still learn things. It's quite interesting. Now you two are part of an initiative that we've started at Keller Williams Solid Rock Realty called the MASS program. And MASS stands for mentorship in the area of mindset, action set, and skill set for great success, right? So it's optional. It's not a class you have to join. This class is not for the faint of heart either, is it?
Most certainly not.
Okay, so what do you love about the class, and what do you hate about the class? Let me go there first. Or what's, maybe not what you hate. Hate's a strong word. What's making you uncomfortable during the class? That, because your growth comes when you move into your uncomfort zone, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, so what do you love about it?
Oh, I love that we're together every day. We're working on dialogues, how to present to people, what to say to people, how to say to people, and that we have a mentor in the program that when we have questions that we just can call you or text you, and you come with us on those first few appointments and everything, and just this support system and the direction of where to go is incredible.
Now, you told me that was important to you because when you went into nursing, you didn't get your nursing degree and then just go on the floor by yourself, did you?
all through nursing, you're taught clinicals and how to do what you're doing. So I was really looking for a program. I knew I needed a program that when I left gave me direction and support of how to do it and how to do it properly.
Mm-hmm. Okay, excellent. And Macy, hairdressing, you must have had some hands-on practice, right?
It's funny you say that. Yeah, in school, definitely. But as soon as you graduate, it's similar to real estate where you're just...
You're kind of thrown to the wolves. You're on your own.
Let's see what you can do.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Right. Is there ongoing education? I know there is in the medical field. Mm-hmm. Is there ongoing education in the... Probably not mandatory.
But it's not mandatory. There is stuff offered. There are courses offered.
Right.
But it doesn't get you further. It just helps you improve your techniques.
Okay. So in real estate, there's the 3 courses you have to take in your first 2 years. And then after that 2-year period, every 2-year period, you got to do more education. 24 education credits, we call them. Every 2-year cycle to renew your license. Mm-hmm. So it's great. So realtors are always up to date on what's happening. So what do you love about the MASS program?
I'm going to piggyback off of Michelle and say that this MASS program really does nurture you and take you and push you to do things that you are uncomfortable with, but that you need to do in real estate in order to be successful.
Okay, so tell me a couple of the things that make you uncomfortable that we do.
I would probably say the role playing.
Okay.
And the throwing off of the role playing, like not staying on script.
Okay, because your role play partner doesn't
follow the script.
Follow the script.
Yes.
Okay, and so you got to think on your feet.
That's correct.
It's kind of like when you're with a client, they don't know what their side of the script is, right?
Absolutely.
And when we say script, we're really more talking about a dialogue. And the reason we practice what we are going to say in certain cases is so that we can be 100% present with you, the client. So we're not sitting in our head thinking, oh, what am I going to say next? What am I going to say next? We know what we're going to present. We know what our marketing plan is, how we're going to present it. And then we can flow and get interrupted by the client, and it doesn't throw us off then, right, when we know what we're going to say.
So I think that's the most beneficial part of this MASS program.
Okay.
So that when you are out in public, you know what you're talking about.
Mm-hmm. So you're getting skills.
Absolutely.
And you're getting your mindset in place. And an action set. What kind of things do we do for action?
Go ahead, Michelle.
So we've done different things. We've gone outdoor knocking, talking to people, and going door to door. And while we're there, we're being listened to in the car, so we can just know which better words that we're using or words that we shouldn't be using that aren't better. We've done calling people on the phone, and our sphere of influence, talking to them.
Okay. And I think that's part of what a lot of people don't realize that real estate's about. And actually any business you're in, like when clients got to come to you. Now, if you're in the medical field, they come to you because they're sick, right? If you're in the hairdressing field, sometimes they come to you because they need a haircut. But yet, there's lots of hairdressers they could go to, right? Mm-hmm. So if you were to start your own hairdressing business, you've got to market in some way or lead generate. You got to get people in the door to experience your service, right? Because you can't even get a referral from anybody until you've cut someone's hair or you've helped someone with real estate. Then they go, oh, well, my friend needs the same kind of help as I did, and they can refer you. Mm-hmm. But until you get that start, it's tricky. So in real estate, it's about lead generation, just like in any other business. We have to go out and find people who need our services, who need our help buying a house or selling a house. And I think a lot of people get into real estate thinking, oh, they're going to come to me, I'll just sit around when they call me, or maybe the company's going to give me the clients, and then I'm going to go show houses, and showing houses is fun, and then I'm going to negotiate an offer, and negotiating is fun. But it's really more than that.
It's 100% more work than I could ever have guessed.
Okay, you know, when I think of it like Groundhog Day, you wake up every morning, you're unemployed, until you go find somebody that wants to interview for the job of you helping them find a house or sell a house. And then once they say yes, they want to work with you, now you have a job, right? And you can do that job. And as soon as you complete that work for that person, you're unemployed again.
Never quite thought of it that way, but it's true.
Yeah, so so unless people like finding people to work with. Now, real estate gets easier. Once you've been in like 20 years, like I have, over 20 years, usually it's after about 5 years. If you're doing a great job for people, they're referring you people, they're repeat buyers, they're going to buy an investment property, they're going to buy a cottage property, they might sell the one they're in, get a bigger house, to sell the townhouse, buy a single, move up to the dream home, and then at some point they go, oh, dream home's too big, they buy a little bungalow, then after a certain point the bungalow, they can't handle it anymore, they need to go into assisted living or condo or something, and so they sell that. So typically a person might buy and sell through you about 5 times, 6 times in their life. And so you get that repeat business, you get the referral business, and so the real estate industry starts to get a little easier. You don't have to spend quite as much time looking for business. So that's a big part of it. Yeah. Now you mentioned, Michelle, that we get to go on the appointments with you.
Yes.
Is that a big support to you?
It's a huge support knowing that someone is there with me that's going to guide me through and help me through those first few stages, especially the first few appointments, so that I'm comfortable, or if questions come up, that someone is right there with me that can give me the support to answer those questions.
Right. And now somebody in the first few weeks of your being in the MAS program trusted you to list their home for them and sell it for them, and you got it sold how quickly?
In 8 days.
8 days. Well, that's awesome in this market. We were just looking at market updates a little while ago, and the average is, I think it was around 67 days on average market time. So for you to do it in 8 days, way to go.
It's all due to my mentor.
All right. And that person, they're happy with what you did?
That person's very happy with what I did, very excited to move forward in our life.
Okay. And Michelle, you've helped a few people. Oh, sorry, not Michelle. Macy.
Still
2 M's. Yeah.
M&M. Yes. Yep.
What's been the most exciting thing you've done for a client that, you said, oh, wow, we got them a great house, or I got their house sold, or what? Because I think real estate's about the little adrenaline rush when you help someone. It's so exciting.
Yeah. So I believe, I'm going to say with the first transaction that I was involved in, it was my best friend's house, and we sold it in 24 hours.
24 hours?
In 24 hours.
Wow.
It was exciting.
Okay. Now, the other thing that people might think out there is that real estate's just a gravy train, right? You sign up, you make a ton of money. Some people make a lot of money in real estate, and the majority don't. And I think it has to do with habits and the ability to come in each day, treat it like a job, like a career, and go to work, like someone was paying you to find somebody to work with, right?
Right.
Because similar to, again, being unemployed, if you're unemployed and you're not putting any resumes out and you're not knocking on any business doors and you're not asking your friends, who do you know who needs to hire somebody, and you're not turning all those rocks over, you probably won't find a job and you're going to stay unemployed.
Correct.
And real estate's just like that. If you don't turn over enough rocks to find people that need what you offer, and you've got to offer a super quality product, because we don't mind being interviewed and going up against other realtors, because we know our stuff.
Yes.
And we know the level of quality that we want to provide and the service level. And what do we want to do with our clients? What's our key role?
To do what's best for our clients.
Yeah, keep them safe, right? Keep them safe. So that's a beautiful thing. This has been a lot of fun. I've enjoyed
Always
it.
is.
Is there one thing that you would like to tell our lovely listening audience if they were thinking about getting into real estate? What would be the one word of advice you'd like to give them? Not one word, but one sentence or a paragraph.
My one thing would be to find the mentorship program. Go to Solid Rock and get that, and really it gives you direction. Really, I speak from my heart, because all that's happened in the last 4 months is because of this program, and it gave me direction and where to go. So it would be to talk to Chris Brown at Solid Rock and get in touch with them, and we'll be out talking to people.
Okay, awesome. And Macy?
I'd have to say the same thing. I'd have to say that I wish that I knew about this program right when I got out of the gates. I'm thankful that I was able to find out about it and was able to join it. And I think it should be on everybody's...
So not all brokers are created equal.
Not at all.
Not at all.
Yeah, not all brokerages are created equal. And many will say they have training programs, but as far as I'm aware, there's none that have a mentorship program like this one.
Not at all.
Okay, so that's awesome. I'm going to pitch a couple of my clients' houses now.
Okay.
I say pitch, it's a sales word, but we've got a couple lovely properties. One is in Greeley on a couple acres. It's a 5-bedroom. Actually, you just looked this one up just yesterday.
I did.
Because we were showing off houses. This has a 3-bay garage, but will hold 7 cars. So if you got lots of toys, this is a home for you. And beautiful 5-bedroom, hardwood floors all over the place, and sculpted ceilings, beautiful kitchen, open concept to the eating area in the family room. Just a gorgeous, gorgeous house. That one. And then there's another one which is also very beautiful. It's around Greeley. Has a walkout basement, 4 bedrooms. Both these houses are $799 and $880. $880 for the first one I talked about, $799 for this one. Super luxury homes, and with mortgage rates where they are, quite affordable too.
Absolutely.
Great time to buy.
It's a great time to buy. So if you're interested in real estate as a career, give me a call at 613-860-4663. Love to talk with you. Love to put you in contact with someone who's, maybe recently done it, or someone that's been in 4 or 5 years, so you can see how their business develops. And really, you treat it as a business more than a job.
No, it is.
You put an investment in it, and it will turn returns over the long haul. And so give us a shout again at 613-860-4663. We'd love to discuss your future career. And also, if you have any questions, you can email those in at info@dekkerteam.com. That's info@dekkerteam.com. We'd love to answer those. Have a great day.